Hey, what's up, folks? I just wanted to take a quick minute and do a little short video regarding moss. I was looking at some of the tutorials that I had watched when I was first starting the tombstone stuff with the props, and how people were applying moss to try to, match what's out there in the world. And most people were recommending Model Railroad moss product, which is quite expensive for a very little amount. So with the volume of tombstones that I was making, it just wasn't going to work out for us to go that route. So off to the trip to the dollar store, where we found a bag that was probably, I don't know, a couple inches wide by maybe 5 or 6 inches tall. And it was very brown and twiggy and just not fine at all. It wasn't going to apply to the stones. But I figured, what the heck, we'll take our chances. I brought it home and started thinking of how we could make this work. I decided to run it through a small mixer processor, food processor thing we have, the Ninja it's called, which is got a pretty strong motor in it. I ran that through there a few times, chopped it up, got it to the consistency that I thought it needed to be at, and was left with the product that I'll show you now. Which is such. The problem that we ran into was their stuff was such, very brown, earthy tone, just didn't mimic moss. So I decided that we needed to find a way to try to bring the greens up in it a little bit so that we have some depth to the actual moss. So it was going to either be food coloring or something else, and I thought, what the heck, we have some, I already had a batch of green mixed up from another airbrushing project that I was doing earlier this week, and I thought, yeah, we'll give it a shot. What's the worst? I lose $1. So I slowly started adding it in and, pulsating the mixer and got it to what you see here. I'll pick some up and show you the consistency. It's, some fine, some, bigger pieces. Perfect, really, with quite a few different tones of brown and greens. What I did when I mixed it was actually did it in 3 different batches so that the colors wouldn't all be the same. Mixed it together, that's what you see there. To give you an idea, here's some brown, and here's the green, which isn't a store-bought green, it's a green that I actually made. But, the green there was the color that was mixed in to get it to the tones that it's at now. So then this video is not really going to be about applying it, but just so much wanted to show more that you can make your own stuff for a lot cheaper than what's sold in the store. You don't need the Model Railroad stuff. It's actually a little bit too green in my opinion. It's not realistic. If you go out and look, my wife and I went out to a couple graveyards this past week, took a look around, the ones that had some stones back there, early 1800s and earlier. We wanted to look at things like how the cracks looked in them and how they weathered and what the water had done to them over the years and just what the stone shapes were back in that time, and try to make ours a little more realistic to the times of when they were from. So when we went and looked at it, this was more, along the color lines of what stuff looked like. But for applying it, I went with Liquid Fusion, which is a easily found glue. It's a clear urethane glue. Dries pretty fast. I think the main setup time is like 2 to 4 hours. 24 hours. It's not going to focus, but 24 hours for your full cure, 2 to 4 for a quick cure. I got this at Michael's. I think it was like $6. And of course, with their 40% off coupons, brings it down pretty cheap. A little goes a long ways. And like I said, I'll get into applying it another time, but it's just easy to just, squeeze a little on, brush it off, give it a second or two to set up, and then throw your moss on. So I have a few tombstones that I'm currently working on today, applying it, and I'll do a quick little video with those later on just to give you an idea. But once again, money saved. Dollar store moss, chopped up, food processor, add a little paint, get it the color you want. There you have it. A lot of product for very little overhead. All right, till next time, folks. Take care.